As the situation in West Asia continues to turn increasingly volatile and the tensions shoot up, Donald Trump has issued yet another warning, saying the United States will hit Iran very hard tonight. And as West Asia remains on edge increasingly, 3 Indian sailors who were initially reported missing have died after a vessel was attacked by the U.S. forces near the coast of Oman. In fact, India launched a strong protest with the American side. As of now, the West Asia Burma crisis is showing no signs of easing, with each day bringing fresh uncertainty, along with mounting questions and concern over where things are really headed for the region. And as of now, there are no definitive answers, and that's the issue, leaving the entire region dangerously close to further escalation. A day after the U.S. forces attacked the tanker in which 3 Indian seafarers were killed, another vessel with Indian crew members has come under attack in the Gulf of Oman. The U.S. Central Command says it attacked and disabled the vessel which came under attack off the port of Oman. In fact, CENTCOM saying it attacked it for allegedly violating the U.S. blockade of Iranian ports. The Indian government has confirmed that the 3 Indian sailors who went missing after the attack on that vessel earlier have been killed. While efforts concerning the remaining victims continues, 24 Indian crew members were on board the vessel, remember. 21 of them have been rescued. In fact, Rajesh Sharma, the father of the 23-year-old deck cadet, Aditya Sharma, who was killed in the missile attack, spoke to WION in that emotional interview to WION's Siddhant Sibal. He criticized the U.S. action. He also requested the Indian government to get back the body of his son as soon as possible. In fact, in a statement, India's Ministry of External Affairs has termed the attacks deeply worrisome and has linked them to the West Asia conflict. The ministry has also asked for the immediate de-escalation of the tensions. Meanwhile, as those tensions shoot up, issuing a fresh warning to Iran, Trump not holding back, saying the U.S. will hit Iran very hard tonight and will soon take control of the country's oil and gas infrastructure and markets. This is what Trump posted on Truth Social. I'm quoting, "At some point in the not too distant future, we will be taking Karg Island and other oil infrastructure points and assume total control of their oil and gas markets, much like we have with Venezuela," quote unquote. In fact, earlier in the day, the IRGC released footage purportedly showing missiles being launched at the U.S. bases in West Asia. Iran has attacked U.S. assets across the Gulf, remember, in response to another round of those U.S. attacks. The U.S. and Iran, in fact, have exchanged strikes across the region for that second consecutive day. The U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, has said it completed a wave of what it called self-defense strikes targeting military, surveillance, radar sites in southern Iran. Tehran responded, meanwhile, with a round of strikes targeting U.S. military assets across the region in Bahrain, Kuwait, Jordan. But then where do things really stand right now? Amid these heated developments on the ground, what's happening behind the scenes? Donald Trump told Fox News that a much bigger and a more powerful strike will be conducted tonight. Donald Trump has also reportedly said Washington remains in contact with Tehran and mentioned that his preferred course of action would be to take control of Iran's Karg Island. That's also what he said reportedly. In an interview with Fox News, Trump also said he was not sure the United States had the appetite for such a move. So a string of statements have been given out reportedly. Earlier in the day, a Reuters report said efforts to reach an interim deal to end the hostilities between Iran and the US have intensified, citing Iranian and Western sources despite the strikes launched by both sides. According to the Reuters report, the warring parties are reportedly discussing how to release the frozen Iranian funds. Citing sources, the report said Iran and America were still exchanging messages over details of an MOU amid the ongoing confrontation between the two sides. So then where do things go from here onwards? Each passing hour coming with fresh uncertainty. This crisis, after all, that seems to have no end, a perma crisis, has already had far-reaching implications and dangerous consequences.